everybody. Today is Saturday, August 4th, and we're headed back out on the trail with the Rabid Rabbit. Mrs. Rabbit here to my side driving the car. And today we are prepared to go out and kick some serious trail. We've got about 150 miles to go to get to Washington after blazing through the state of Oregon. I got about 4 days to get to government camp. I'm going to try to do that at a little less than 25 miles a day, maybe like 22 miles a day or something, and just take it a little bit easier the rest of the way. I'm well ahead of schedule, so that shouldn't be a problem. It's just getting out there now and putting a foot in front of the other. The confidence is a lot higher than when I started out on the trail. I actually am starting to really believe that this is possible. I just got let off at the highway here, Highway 20, where the PCT crosses it. It's where I stopped my hike a couple days ago. And now I'm back on the trail. I'm slack packing because just down the road here, there's a little road that turns off that kind of doubles back around here and meets the PCT just ahead of us. My wife put out a couple of ice chests of drinks and snacks and everything for PCT hikers, and so she's going around to pick that up right now. When I get up to where those treats were, I'll go over to the truck and pick up my pack. But I just want to make sure I get in all the trails, so that's what we're doing right now. I cruised about 4 miles so far, 3 or 4 something, the hell I don't know. At any rate, just want to take one last look behind us before we go on over this mountain. You can see down there an old area of a fire, big cinder cone. Some pretty lakes down here below us. And of course back up over that way, some mountains. I think those are the Sisters.
My name's Charlie Horse. This is my second time doing a thru hike on the PCT. I did a thru hike in 2015 from Mexico to Canada. I'm doing it again. It's the 50-year anniversary of the trail. I figured why not, one more shot at it. So that's my story. I'm from Cascade, Oregon, and I'm having a heck of a time. This is an amazing, amazing trail.
Well, Charlie Horse, you're getting close to home for now.
Oh yeah, about 125 miles, 30 miles.
Not far at all. I have a little bit more time to shoot video today. I'm hiking solo, so I don't have anybody to keep up with. The reality is you never have anybody to keep up with. You hike at your own pace, but somehow when you say you're hiking with somebody, there's a certain feeling that you need to try to stay close to them. My good friend and hiking partner, Sensei, has gone on ahead of me. I took a 0 yesterday with my wife in Bend and dropped him off in the trail early in the morning. So he's headed on down. He's a day ahead of me in hiking on basically a 4-day hike down to government camp. Well, he'll meet his wife and take a 0, and I'll roll in a day later and we'll all head out. So it's good hiking with him. I've always enjoyed it. Back to hiking solo, and let's say there's some advantages to that. It's good to have a good friend along the way and somebody to help you out. All right, you guys just go ahead, tell me about yourselves and your hike and where you're from.
I'm not taking a picture, remember, it's a video. We're posing. No, this is my dad.
You go ahead.
Came out with
Okay.
my dad. He's done chunks of the Oregon Pacific Crest Trail, and I never done it. And he did it twice with my older sister, and she was supposed to come on the trip, but she hurt her knee. And so he called me up and he said, "Are you still in?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I decided I'm in if you're not going, which I'd be a little scared probably by myself. But yeah, I've got 2 boys, 18 and 15, and a husband. We're getting back because I'm about to have my 20th anniversary. So I was just looking forward to the quiet and, hopefully
The swim?
swims, the water. Time with
The
my dad.
swim.
I don't think I've ever had 6 days with my dad to myself. That's pretty special.
Yep.
Same here.
Yeah. Getting to know, talking about deep spiritual stuff. We both love God and meeting each other on that level, and yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's been a very sweet time.
We got on the trail at the old Mackenzie Pass, Highway 242. We're getting off at Olali.
Okay.
It's about 63 miles, I figure.
Okay.
So in about maybe 6 days.
Cool.
I have no desire to do the whole thing, I tell you that.
We met a lot of really cool people. That's one thing I really like about the PCT.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, one guy in
We've
particular.
told people about Rabid
What's
along
his
the way.
name? Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
funny. You're their first guy. You were
Yeah.
a character. It was fun.
Yeah, you're a good credit to the trail.
My name is Evan. I'm a wilderness ranger with the Willamette National Forest, Detroit Ranger District. I'm out here for a few days this weekend just talking to people in Jefferson Park, doing some leave no trace education, checking permits, seeing quite a few northbound and southbound hikers coming through now, so checking in with them as well. And a little bit of campsite cleanup as well of bad campfire rings and so forth.
All right. Well, cool. Evan, thanks ever so much for everything you guys do out there to keep the trail nice for us.
Yeah, it's a delight working out here. Big part of my job is just making that leave no trace message.
Well, I don't mind saying it's been a pretty miserable morning. We started it off with probably the worst fall I've had on the PCT, and I narrowly escaped serious injury and broken and/or lost glasses, but I recovered all that and got started again until we got to the next big boo-boo. There's a long 8-mile climb, and part of that is crossing a creek, and I didn't see a good place, so I went upstream and made it across the creek okay, but I was blocked off from the trail, so I just continued uphill, which ultimately took me away from the trail, made me have to scramble back through a large burn area where the soil doesn't hold. I took 2 or 3 very significant falls, scraped myself up pretty good, so I'm tired and I hurt. But with all that said, made it to the top of this mountain, and you can see there's snow on top of it. There's not only snow on top of this mountain, but if we pan out here, right about there, you can get the first good looks of Mount Hood. So we're headed there. We're entering the Mount Hood Wilderness area. I'll be over there in a few days. Right now, I'm just going to do my best to slow down a little bit and try to survive, because I'm not quitting, but I sure hurt. It's 9 in the morning. I have a hiker right here. Howdy.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
I'm catching you on video there best I can. All right. Anyway, it's 9 in the morning on August 6th. We started hiking this morning just before 6, and have done about 9 miles, and that's a good thing because we're going to do over 30 today. Gonna try to leave ourselves something under 16 miles tomorrow to get to government camp, and then get a good rest there, maybe a good meal, a shower, and head out the next morning with Sensei and his wife. We'll get rejoined up there, and we're headed for the Oregon border, only this time it's the border that goes into Washington. And then we're going to be heading for another border, and I don't think you guys need too much imagination to figure out which one that's going to be. Last night, I had one of my best nights of sleep ever in my tent. I slept at Olali Resort, camped in my tent. They have free camping there. And I got a really good night's sleep. I was worried that because of all the falls I took yesterday, I was going to end up really, really sore. But that wasn't so much the case. Now, I've got my normal soreness a little bit going on in my back, some going on my feet, my knee, my hip, that little hair right there. There's a little pain everywhere, but it's not too bad. It's manageable, and we managed it all this way. We're going to manage it the rest of the way. So I'm in a little better spirits today than I was yesterday after taking all the falls I took, and hopefully things will stay good the rest of the hike. Okay guys, we've hiked 10 miles now out of government camp, and we're coming up to the Timberline Lodge here. Famous, as far as I know, for exactly two things. One is it is one of the best buffets, if not the best buffet on the trail. Highly acclaimed, a little expensive, but supposed to be really, really good. And two, for those of you who are movie buffs, it was the location for the filming, I gotta wait till we get up here so you can see it, of a very famous movie. I'll let you think about that while I walk up here and see if you can remember what movie that was. I will give you a hint. It was starring Jack Nicholson, and the most famous line actually came from a different show. That was, "Here's Johnny." This is the lodge where they filmed the movie The Shining. So this is where we're going to be having lunch. Back on the trail to do about another 10, 11 miles, 12 miles, something like that today. And we'll take it easy. Okay guys, here I am, stream crossing. Got a lot of time today. We made really good time. So I'm doing what I ought to be doing. Taking care of my feet, giving them a good soak right now. They're just about frozen in this stream. This stream originates up on top of Mount Hood and comes right on down, and it is cold. It's just freshly melted snow. So that's Cat Paws down there. That's Sensei's wife. She's doing the same. He's already gone up the hill after washing off his feet. So it's just a good break, good practice to get into. And so we'll be talking to you soon here after we get up here on the hill and get dressed again, maybe. Dicey at best, pretty sketchy crossing. Looks like the rabbit's going to get it last, and hopefully he doesn't get it. Now our turn. So guys, this is another little diversion over to a place called Ramona Falls. Absolutely stunningly gorgeous. And down here we have Sensei and Cat Paws heading around. Man, this would be a nice place to camp tonight, I'm here to tell you. Definitely going to be getting water here. Whoa. Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning sight. Okay, Rabbit Nation, I guess I owe you a little explanation because it's late in the evening today, and I'm not sure what day it is, but I think it's Thursday, the 9th. Anyway, what you're looking at is the Bridge of the Gods and the Columbia River running under that. And you may think, something happened in the last 35, 36 miles. Yeah, we hiked our butt off. Got up this morning at our campsite with Cat Paws and Sensei, and we hiked out together and everything was going good, but they were hiking a bit ahead of me, and we were all going to meet at a lake for a swim and camp early tonight, but by the time I got to the lake, I just couldn't find them, couldn't locate them anywhere. I went all around the lake. Finally just decided to make a dash for down here. I'm cognizant that I need to slow down, I need to get a rest, I need to eat better. And also have decided I want to go down to my Uncle Chuck and Aunt Noni's 70th anniversary down in Southern California. So my wife's booked me the flights for that. I'm going to scoot out of here in the morning, and then I'm going to spend the day with them Saturday for their 70th, and I'm going to be back here on Sunday and go across that bridge into Washington and never look back. So it's an unusual day, strange day in a lot of ways, but I'm happy with where I'm at on it. It's Rabid here at Cascade Locks, and by the way, for once you can see what's left of my locks up there. Usually have my hiking hat on, so I don't see much of my hair, but I don't have much hair anyway. It just keeps kind of sinking down and coming out through my chin. I'm sitting here waiting on a shuttle bus. See, it's going to take me down to Portland, where I can get on a direct flight to Burbank and go to my aunt and uncle's 70th. You guys have a day off, so feel free to hop off and go do whatever you want to. Those of you who want to go down to beautiful Palmdale, California with me are welcome to go. Those of you who follow these videos from the beginning know exactly where I'm headed, because I took a few zeros down there with my uncle. Been fun having you guys along. It's going to be nice to get a couple of days off and repair the body some, and then get back on the trail to knock off this last a little over 500 miles of the trail, just over 500. So hopefully not too many fires up north and stuff, that anything we can't get around.